Have you ever met someone new and suddenly panicked when they ask, "What do you do?"
It is a huge struggle for English learners, but today we are dedicating this entire episode to teaching you how to talk about your job naturally.
By the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain your title, your industry, and your daily tasks with total confidence.
Let's get started.
Welcome to the DC English Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the DC English Podcast. This is the place where you can learn real, natural American English with confidence. I am Nora.
And I am Noah. Hello, everyone. I am very happy to be sitting down right now because my morning was incredibly stressful.
It really was. Our listeners cannot see you, but you look completely exhausted. What happened?
Traffic. Terrible, horrible traffic. As everyone knows, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is happening right now, and Washington, D.C. is packed with tourists.
Yes, the city is so crowded right now.
Exactly. I was trying to drive to the studio, and I was stuck on the highway for, almost 2 full hours this morning. The cars were not moving at all.
Oh, wow. 2 hours in the car is a very long time. That is a terrible commute.
Commute. That is a great word for our listeners today. Can you explain what a commute is?
Of course, your commute is the journey you take every single day to travel between your home and your workplace.
Right. So driving from my house to the podcast studio is my commute.
Exactly. And usually a bad commute means you are going to be very tired when you finally arrive at your job.
It is so true. But being stuck in that traffic actually gave me an idea for today's episode.
Really? What is the idea?
Well, while I was stuck in my car, I was thinking about work, and I remembered a conversation I had with a nice tourist yesterday at the World Cup fan zone.
Oh, what did you talk about?
He asked me a very simple question. He smiled and asked, "What do you do?"
Ah, what do you do? That is the classic American way to ask, what is your job?
Yes, but Nora, I completely froze. I did not know how to answer him.
You froze? Why? You speak perfect English.
I know, but I do a lot of things. I take photographs, I teach sports to kids, I host this podcast. I have so many jobs, I did not know which words to use.
That makes total sense. It's hard to explain your job when you do many different things.
Exactly, and it made me realize something. If it's hard for a native speaker to explain their job, it must be so frustrating for English learners.
Yes, it is a huge struggle. Students learn basic words like doctor, teacher, or driver, but in the real world, jobs are much more complicated.
Exactly. So today, we are dedicating the entire episode to teaching our listeners how to talk about their jobs in English.
I love this topic. By the end of this lesson, you will all be able to explain what you do, where you work, and what your daily tasks are.
And you will sound so natural doing it. You will not sound like a robot reading a dictionary.
But before we start teaching, Noah, part of our job is to grow this podcast, right?
That is very true. We want to help as many people as possible.
And the best way our listeners can help us do our job is by gently tapping that subscribe button. It's completely free, and it helps our community grow.
Very smooth, Nora. But yes, please join our team and subscribe.
And if you're taking notes today, you can put your pencil down. We have a free downloadable PDF guide for you.
Yes, the PDF has all the important career vocabulary we're using today. The link is right down in the description below.
Perfect. Okay, let's jump into the lesson. Noah, where's the best place to start when someone asks, "What do you do?"
I think the simplest way is to just use your job title, if you have a common one. You just say, "I am a nurse. I am a mechanic. I am a graphic designer."
Yes, but what if your job title is very confusing? Sometimes companies create really strange titles.
Oh, that happens all the time. You do not want to say, "I am a senior level 2 client happiness coordinator."
Nobody knows what that means. They will just smile awkwardly. In those situations, it is much better to talk about your industry instead of your exact title.
Industry? Can you explain that word for our beginners?
Of course, your industry is the general type of business you work in, and we talk about it by using the phrase, I work in.
Ah, I see. So you can say, I work in healthcare or I work in finance.
Exactly. I work in retail. It gives people the big picture instantly.
That is so much easier. I could just say I work in media instead of trying to explain the podcast on the photography.
Yes, it is the perfect umbrella term. It covers everything.
What if someone owns their own business? How do they say that naturally?
That is a great question. You can simply say, I run my own business.
I run my own business. The word run usually means to move fast with your legs.
Yes, but in business, the word run means to manage or control. So you manage your own business.
I love that. It sounds very confident and professional.
Okay, so we know how to state our title or our industry, but what comes next?
Usually, the other person will ask, oh, cool, what exactly do you do there?
And this is where English learners panic. They try to translate every single tiny action of their day.
They say, I arrive at 9 o'clock. I turn on the computer. I read the emails.
Yes, and it sounds a little bit like a children's book. We want you to sound like a professional adult.
So instead of listing every little action, we should use powerful action verbs.
Exactly. My absolute favorite phrase for this is, I am responsible for.
Oh, that immediately makes you sound capable and important.
Yes, you can say, I am responsible for customer service, or I am responsible for training new employees.
Another fantastic action verb is the word handle. Native speakers use this word all the time.
How would you define handle for our listeners?
Handle means you take care of a problem or you manage a specific task.
Perfect. You could say, I handle all the social media accounts.
Or if you work in an office, you can say, I handle the payroll for the team.
But what if you aren't the boss? What if you just work with a lot of other people to get a job done?
I really like the phrase, I work closely with. It shows teamwork.
That is a beautiful phrase. I work closely with the design team.
Yes, notice how we are not using the basic word help every single time.
Beginners rely too much on the word help. Using words like handle and manage upgrades your English instantly.
Okay, we have covered titles, industries, and powerful verbs.
Let's take a quick break. When we come back in part 2, we're going to talk about the different places people work today.
See you in a minute.
Welcome back, everyone. We are talking about how to describe your job.
You know, Nora, the modern workplace has really changed over the last few years.
It definitely has. Today, not everyone drives a car to a tall office building anymore.
Right. So, how do you explain that you do your job from inside your own house?
The most common and professional way is to say, I work remotely.
Remote means from a distance, like a television remote control.
Exactly. You can also use the classic phrase, I work from home.
I know a lot of people who work remotely, but I also have a friend who only goes to the office on Tuesdays.
Oh, she works from home the rest of the week?
Yeah, she says I have a... Wait, no. I have a hybrid schedule. Is that right?
Yes, that is perfect. Hybrid is a very modern, popular word right now.
It means a mix of two different things, right? A mix of home and the office.
Exactly. But what about people who are on their feet all day, like construction workers or nurses?
For outdoor jobs like construction, you would say, I work on site.
And for healthcare or retail stores, you might say, I work on the floor.
What if your schedule changes every week? Like sometimes you work in the mornings and sometimes at night.
We call those shifts. A shift is a specific block of time that you are scheduled to work.
Ah, so you can say, I work shifts, or I am on the night shift this week.
Yes, these small vocabulary words really help paint a clear picture of your daily life.
You know what else is a huge part of daily work life? The people you work with.
Yes. What is the best word to use for the people at your job?
A lot of learners just say, my friends from work, but is there a better word?
Saying friends from work is okay, but coworkers is much better.
Coworkers. Or you can use the word colleagues.
Yes, colleagues sounds just a little bit more formal and professional.
And how do you describe a good, positive relationship with your colleagues?
You can use a wonderful phrasal verb. You can say, I get along great with my team.
To get along means you have a friendly, peaceful relationship with someone.
Exactly. You do not argue and you respect each other.
Well, we have covered so much amazing vocabulary today. We have the phrases, the verbs, and the environments.
We really do. And the best way to remember all of these new phrases is to practice them out loud.
So it's time for the most important part of our podcast. It's time for our shadowing practice.
Yes, shadowing is the secret to sounding like a confident, natural English speaker.
If you are new to our community, shadowing is very simple. Nora will say a sentence from today's lesson.
Then I will pause and be quiet for 5 seconds.
During that pause, you must repeat the sentence out loud, wherever you are. Try to copy her exact speed and rhythm.
Please do not just read the words quietly in your head. You have to speak the words out loud to train your mouth muscles.
Are you ready? Let's begin. Sentence number 1. Listen closely.
I work in healthcare and I handle patient records.
Let's try that one more time. Try to copy her rhythm.
I work in healthcare and I handle patient records.
Great job. Now for sentence number 2. Listen first.
I work remotely, so my daily commute is very easy.
One more time. Nice and smooth.
I work remotely, so my daily commute is very easy.
Excellent. And the final sentence. Listen closely.
I'm responsible for training the new employees.
Last time, speak clearly and with confidence.
I'm responsible for training the new employees.
Amazing work, everyone. Shadowing is such a powerful tool.
It is so true. The next time someone asks you, what do you do? You're going to sound so professional.
Thank you all so much for joining us on the DC English podcast today. We hope you learned a lot.
And remember, if you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that subscribe button.
And don't forget to click the link in the description to download your free vocabulary PDF.
Yes. And before we go, we want to hear from you. Go to the comments right now and practice what you learned.
Tell us, what do you do? Use the phrases I am or I work in. We can't wait to read your answers.
Have a wonderful week, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing.